Co-workers say Kearns is an accomplished day hiker, but it would be very unlike her to go out and stay several days. That adds to their worry and the urgency of the search.
She was beautiful. I mean, she was absolutely beautiful.
She was so happy. It was just that glow on her face.
She had like these very, very clear eyes that to me like reminded me of, you know, the mountain streams that we had up there.
The person they're describing is Sheila Kearns, a woman they worked with at Mount Rainier National Park.
This was the summer of '96. Around August, most of the kids go back to school. So the crew's kind of down, but we still need to finish up for about 6 weeks. That's when Sheila came on.
Are you done with these?
She worked the front desk, but she always would say hi to me and we would talk, and she just had this infectious smile about her. She just glowed.
You know, you definitely got the sense that she loved being up at the park and at Rainier.
And I always throw a going away party or farewell party for everybody. I'd build a great big fire and get a keg of beer and of course some food to feed them, and we're just saying goodbye to everybody. And Sheila came up. I'll never forget this. She came up to the fire and just the glow on her face, and she goes, "Jules, I got hired on for the winter crew." She goes, "I'm so excited, we'll be working together." And I was just like, wow, that's great. And that's the last time I saw her.
Sheila Kearns went missing in October of 1996.
She dined here with friends and co-workers Friday night, and that's the last time anyone saw her.
Now we're looking for is just anything that will give us some kind of direction.
Multiple law enforcement agencies responded once Sheila went missing, including the National Park Service. But the FBI took over the case because it happened in a national park.
At the time that she was reported missing, she was moving into some new housing at Mount Rainier National Park.
The manager who tried to find her the next day went to her room because she didn't show up for work. They said that her slippers were real nice and tidy. They're right by the bed, and her bed was, she hadn't slept in it.
There was apparently like this massive 3-day search, like with dogs. How could they not have found her? I find that strange. I think she was under the snow at the time.
It wasn't until May of '97 her remains were located.
Well, right now we're looking at the community building. This is the old Longmire campground. This is where Sheila's remains were initially found.
Her remains had been scattered around about a 300-yard area.
And then when I found out a couple of months later that this is where her body was found, I mean, that was just, I mean, like a visceral gut hit. Until this day, I have never come back here.
When Sheila went missing, the FBI spoke to a number of possible suspects, including some of the people we spoke with for our story. However, investigators say everyone they spoke with was cleared.
Just because a person was cleared in an investigation a number of years ago doesn't mean that new information might come to light which makes them a subject or a suspect again.
It's just a sinister type aura around what had happened to her. And it made you wonder, like, you know, is there somebody out there?
I didn't want that fear to limit how I lived my life, and simultaneously it did limit how I lived my life. I mean, even to this day, when I look at Mount Rainier, it's a haunted place for me because of that, because of what happened to her.